The following is a special Wayne Hills Television sports presentation.
Welcome to Wayne Hills' first game of the season against West Essex, and this is going to be a great game for both teams. You know, Brandon, what are you expecting from Wayne Hills in this game?
Yeah, I mean, Wayne Hill's coming off a win that was, frankly, dominant against Wheat Ridge. 42-0 at halftime, ended with a score of 42-6. Employed both quarterbacks, James Wolfe and Mike Fitzsimmons, in that one. So we'll see who they go with out the start, but we'll see if they continue to use the 2 QB strategy in this one.
Yeah, both QBs are exceptional for Wayne Hills. You know, Fitzsimmons has an amazing arm, and James Wolfe's decision-making is really what makes him stand out. You know, Owen, what are you seeing?
I'm really just seeing David Van Hook. I mean, 4 touchdowns, incredible. I mean, You can't do much better than that, especially away. He's not in an atmosphere that he's used to, so that's just an extremely impressive performance. He was nominated for the New Jersey Player of the Week for football, so that's a very impressive game for him.
Yeah, so they go out, and both teams' captains will shake hands. And it looks like Wayne Hills will be kicking off, I believe.
Yeah, dominant defensive performance in that one, too, only allowing 6 points. Multiple tackles for loss from Kenny Williams, the sophomore, last game. We'll see if he can continue to get to the running back in the backfield tonight. West Essex, meanwhile, they're coming off a huge loss against NVOT, 34-14. They'll try to get their first win of the season here against Wayne Hills.
That's it for pregame. Let's throw it to Remy and Troy.
Welcome to the premiere episode of Breaking Tackles. I'm Remy Schultz, and I'm thrilled to have Troy Demikoff, who will be joining me all season, taking down each matchup. So, Troy, let's get started. Last week, you guys traveled to Wheat Ridge, Colorado. What was the experience like for you guys?
You know, it's like a really special experience, going to a different state with all your teammates. It's just great team bonding. I mean, we got to see some sights that we'll probably never ever see again. So it was just a special experience.
You're in the Mile High State. What was that altitude like playing?
You know, it was definitely really difficult with with it being like thinner air. So it's definitely harder to breathe, like when running and everything. So it was definitely a challenge we had to overcome.
You visited the University of Colorado and toured the Mile High Stadium. How cool was that?
You know, it was really cool to see, just a great NFL stadium like Mile High Stadium. And like last year we went to see the Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas. So we're kind of doing it every year. So it's, really cool to see. And practicing at the University of Colorado was just great, great hospitality. We practiced at their indoor facility, which was really special.
You guys came away with a 42-6 victory. Offensively, what worked?
I think our pass game got really well established early on, and you saw David Van Hook had 4 touchdowns for 117 yards, so he definitely played really well, and same with our 2 quarterbacks, James Wolfe and Mikey Fitzsimmons.
You guys held them down 6 points. Clearly, defense played well. Yeah,
so I think our defense just we kind of knew their game plan. We tackled well, and our secondary played really well and just shut down any pass or run plays they had, and they couldn't do much, and our defense played well.
Tonight, as we are back in the Garden State, you are taking on the Knights of West Essex. Talk about what to look out for from this team.
It's definitely their quarterback. He's a great runner, and they run a lot of RPOs, so it's definitely going to be hard to stop. It's going to be a lot of thinking for us. So we're definitely going to have to rise up to the challenge and tackle the quarterback, and secondary, like I said, is going to have to play well.
Yeah. Who are the 2 key players from their team to look out for?
Definitely their quarterback, Jake Long, and running back, Dante DiCilli.
Well, that's it for the pregame. Now let's send it to the locker room and listen to what Coach Dem has to say to his team.
Single play. Identity. Don't take a play off. Guys, I anticipate them going fast pace, right? Trying to gas us. We're going to play at the speed necessary, not at the speed we want to. That's going to be big. That's going to be big. Okay? What do you want your identity to be when we leave here tonight? Is it Wayne Hills football or is it some other program? Because the history of this place says you're on the verge of bringing it back to what it was. Go out and prove it tonight. Let's be Wayne Hills! Get it done. Fast and early. Hills on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, man. Let's go, boys.
And I take that back. Wayne Hills is actually going to be on the receiving end of the kickoff, and they will start the first quarter with the football. And West Essex comes out to kick the ball off and get this game underway. And Chris Menino is going to kick the ball off for West Essex. David Van Hook is back to receive. And we are underway. And it's a deep kick. And Van Hook will catch it in the back of the end zone. And Wayne Hills will start with the ball at the 20-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be huge for Wayne Hills to start with offense. You know, they had a huge offensive performance, scoring 6 touchdowns, 42 points in their game in Colorado. You know, their offense has looked unstoppable in that game. It's going to be interesting to see how this carries over to New Jersey play.
Yeah. West Essex definitely a stronger team than Wheat Ridge. With Fitzsimmons starting under center, we'll see what happens.
Fitzsimmons, the pass, that's Van Hook. Van Hook is immediately wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. So good defensive play for the start for West Essex.
Yeah, good play action, good fake by Rapport there, but they were able to wrap up Van Hook right at the line for a gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, so second and about 8 or 9 here. Rappaport lining up behind Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons the snap, hands it off to Rappaport. Rappaport upfield with a gain of about 4 or 5.
The blocking on that play, there seemed like there wasn't really a hole for him. He got the juke at the start. I feel like they could have done a little bit better there, but still a decent carry, got a little bit of yards there.
Wayne Hills going no huddle. Fitzsimmons the pass. That's St. Paul. St. Paul gets the first down, and Wayne Hills will move the chains.
Yeah, I think they might have caught West Essex off guard there, able to get the press for the first down. And now they have a new set of downs for the Patriots.
Yeah, Wayne Hills loves that no huddle offense. You know, that's what makes them so great. Their ability to just play call without any direction, you know, from a huddle. Oh, I can't even speak.
Running back Ethan Zaharski subs in for Hills, the sophomore.
Yeah, Wayne Hills has a lot of great running backs, so they're going to try and utilize all of them in this game. And Zakarski is going to line up behind Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons to St. Paul. St. Paul is going to step out of bounds, and that looks like a gain of about 8 or 9.
The quarterback really faked him out with his eyes there. He looked over on the right side of the field there and then went over to the left. I think it caught him off guard, and it was a very efficient way to get them, you know, messed up there.
Yeah, St. Paul running 2 consecutive comeback routes, both times managing to squeeze out 7 or 8 yards. And with West Essex just can't get in front of it.
And Fitzsimmons calling an audible at the line. In the shotgun. Fitzsimmons, the snap. Fitzsimmons, a lot of time, fires downfield. He's got Zakarski. Zakarski, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Wayne Hills. It's Zakarski. The opening touchdown against West Essex. And Wayne Hills strikes first.
What a play and what a wrap by Zaharski. Fitzsimmons put it right on the money. Goes on the go route. Gets him for 6.
Pure speed there. He ran right past his defender. There was no way he could catch up to him. He just ran and he was gone.
And Wayne Hills is actually going for 2. Never mind. They're kicking the extra point. They're just messing with them. And Matthew May. Ooh, a little bit of a knuckleball, but that still gets through the uprights. And Wayne Hills will lead 7-0.
Yeah, if you're Wayne Hills, you can't ask for a better start to this game. A 50-plus yard touchdown is sure to get your team invigorated as we lock in for the rest of this one.
Zakarski there, he subbed in and immediately made an impact. That's a great way to start off for him especially.
Yeah, Zakarski has been a top-ranked recruit in this running back in the state for multiple years, top 10 in his previous year. He's for the freshman team last year, he was dominant, scoring sometimes 5 or 6 touchdowns in a game. He's going to make a big impact on this Patriots offense, especially because he's so young.
And his speed was on full display there. He blew right past him. I've been hearing about him all week from the freshman. He's speedy.
And now Wayne Hills will kick off, and their defense will then take the field. And Matt May to kick off, and Matt May the kick, and it is a great kick right into the end zone, and West Essex will start with the ball at the 20. Wayne Hills trying to capitalize off that touchdown as their defense, a huge stop here, could, be the difference in this game. I mean, it's only the first quarter, but Wayne Hills last year was known for their slow starts, but now they're coming out firing. Jake Long as the quarterback for West Essex, and I believe that is Dante Chilili, who is wrapped up at around the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the D-line to really get in there, get him down, and left no room for him to get any extra yards.
Yeah, Michael Lazito, the running back for West Essex, just completely wrapped up for no gain.
And West Essex quick to line up. Long in the shotgun. Lazito lined up next to him. Lazito, another handoff. And he's wrapped up again. And it won't be a major gain, as it's going to be around 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. West Essex loving the no huddle right now.
Yeah, Lazito with some shifty movement on that last one. Able to dodge some defenders for a 5 or 6 yard game, setting up a 3rd and short.
Hold up!
Lazito lined up next to Long again. Long, oh, and Wayne Hills jumped. And that's going to be on Wayne Hills, I believe. And it's going to be a first down for West Essex.
Yeah, gifted them a free set of downs right there.
From the 30 now. Long in the shotgun. Lazito still lined up next to him. The flea flicker to Lazito, and Lazito's getting upfield.
Yeah, Lazito tried to make the best out of a bad situation there, but not much he could do. Just completely wrapped up at the Wayne Hills defense, who have had an impressive showing these first few plays.
West Essex going no huddle again. They are just trying to tire out this Wayne Hills defense. Lazito still on the field.
Let's see if Long tries to pass the rock here. He's yet to throw a pass in this one. All 3 of their plays have been running plays so far.
And Long looks to the sideline for the play call. Long in the shotgun. Lazito in motion. The pass, Lozito drops it. And it's going to be an incomplete pass for Long's first passing attempt, and it will be about 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Lozito has been used heavily with 3 runs and now an incomplete pass targeted towards him. We'll see if they go in a different direction on this play, although keep feeding him the ball. But now it's 3rd and 10.
Third and 9. Long in the shotgun. Stepping off the line, looking to the sideline for the play call. Long in the shotgun. Long the snap. Long. Lots of time. He escapes. Long running for it. And Long is going to get the... He might be just short. It's going to be close.
And that was a great play by Long. He looked dead to rights, but he's able to weave through the defenders, and just find a hole to make it 4th and short, as they appear to be keeping their offense on the field.
A lot of early miscommunication. The quarterback looking to the sideline. A lot of plays now.
And West Essex is going to punt it away. I believe that is Michael Corbo at the punting position. And I believe that is Zakarski back to receive. It is Zakarski. Zakarski grabs it, and he's not going to go anywhere, but still a great defensive possession for Wayne Hills.
Yeah, Anthony Confortori with the immediate tackle on Zaharski there.
And the Wayne Hills offense will take the field for the 2nd time of the quarter, and there's still 7 minutes to go in this game. In this first quarter, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne Hill's obviously trying to repeat what Jay just did. Just go down the field, score a quick touchdown. We'll see how they utilize St. Paul and Zaharski. St. Paul with 2 catches on the first drive.
So I believe that's James Wolf actually coming in at quarterback there. And Zakarski's going to run back onto the field. And James Wolf is playing quarterback.
Yeah, this dual QB approach would characterize their win at Wheat Ridge, but it's interesting to see them do this coming right off a touchdown drive in which Fitzsimmons made a near perfect throw to Zaharski.
Wolf, the shotgun. Handoff to Zakarski, and he's going to be wrapped up for about no gain.
It was definitely a good fake, though. Might have not gone for a lot of yards, but, I mean, even caught the announcers lacking. He ran, when we thought it was a pass, definitely looked like a pass. That was good play action there by the quarterback.
2nd and 10. Wolf has great decision-making in the pocket. You know, it would be great to see him throw a few balls. You know, he's very comfortable, especially when the pocket is collapsing around him.
Yeah, let's see if they let him loose and let him sling the rock a little bit.
Wolf, the shotgun. Zakarski lined up next to him. It's another handoff, and Zakarski's going to be a great play by West Essex. I believe that is number 24. Giancarlo Saponizza. And Wayne Hills is looking at a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to let James Wolf throw it a little bit here. Let's see if they can get St. Paul another comeback route, or if Van Hook can get open in the slot.
Wolf in the shotgun. Drops back. Wolf senses pressure, and Wolf is going to run for it, and Wolf is going to get the first down and a lot more. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 14 or 15. That is a great play by James Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf able to spin out of pressure and find a hole. He looked like he was going to throw it, maybe try to force something downfield, but instead he tucks it down and gets the first down.
Great eyes by Wolf. He could see the pressure coming in, and then he went around, found that hole on the rollout. He used his eyes to see the downfield motion, and he got down there.
Yeah, when I talk about James Wolf decision-making being elite, that's what I mean. Just a great play. And James Wolf is alone in the backfield. Shotgun. Van Hook in motion.
5 wide receivers out here.
Wolf to Van Hook, and he takes a big hit for a gain of about 2. And I believe Fitzsimmons is going to have a talk with Wolf. And Wolf will stay on the field for 2nd down and about 8.
Yeah, Wolf still hasn't thrown it downfield yet. His one play was ended up having to scramble, and the other was just a short completion to Van Hook. We'll see if they let him throw something medium or deep.
Wolf again alone in the backfield, lined up similar to the last play. Now Zakarski in motion, and he will be lined up with Wolf in the backfield. Wolf the snap, he's going to drop back to pass. A quick check down to Zakarski, which he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, that looked like a screenplay, but it was absolutely blown up. Something must have went wrong with the blocking there because he had no chance in the backfield, and it is 3rd and long again for the Patriots.
Yeah, 3rd and about 11 or 12. Wolf is definitely going to have to throw one a bit downfield here, or he can just do what he did last time and just run for it.
Big huddle here.
Wolf and Zakarski lined up in the backfield. The fakes the handoff to Van Hook, and Van Hook isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to be another loss for Wayne Hills. And they are going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf comes in the game, but he only makes short pass. He only makes a few short completions. We'll see if they stick with him on the next drive. Well, they'll put Fitzsimmons back out there, who previously threw a 50-plus yard touchdown to the Zakarski on the first drive of the game.
I really wish they used Wolf's arm there. You know, kind of tested out the DBs. I mean, on the first drive, obviously he went with a big touchdown. So I wish they kind of tested it out again with a separate QB.
Yeah, credit to West Essex though. They played great defense at the line.
And it's a blocked punt. And that is a huge advantage for West Essex there. I believe that punt was blocked by number 34. By number 34 for West Essex.
Yeah, well, West Essex now gets some great field position right here.
Wayne Hill's defense is going to be up to a challenge on this possession here. So West Essex is going to take over from the 46-yard line in enemy territory.
Yeah, running back Michael Lazito was fed the ball heavily on his first drive. We'll see if they keep going back to him or let Long sling the rock a little.
Long looking to the sideline. Lazito lined up next to him. And they're going to throw a flag. It looks like it's going to be against West Essex. I think a possible delay of game. And it's going to bring them 5 yards back.
Yeah, just a careless error by West Essex there. With this good field position, you don't want to squander it, especially by useless 5-yard penalties before the play even starts.
Long lined up in the shotgun. Lazito next to him. Long is going to QB sneak it, and he is up the field, and he makes up for lost yardage.
Yeah, Long has some wheels on him. He was able to make that 10-yard scramble on the previous drive, and now a designed QB run on that one.
Yeah, props to the O-line for opening up that hole for him, and West Essex with their signature no huddle here. Long looks to the sideline. Long, Lazito, star running back lined up next to him. Long to Lazito. Lazito's going to take it to the outside. He cuts back inside, and it's a great tackle made by number 6, Luke Bacchioni.
Yeah, I thought Lorenzo had him on the juke, But Bacchioni able to make an impressive tackle, grabbing him as he's falling to the ground, taking him to the ground with him.
So 3rd and about 8 for West Essex. Long alone in the backfield. Long dropping back. Long scrambling. Long has nowhere to go, and he is brought down by Troy Demikoff.
Yeah, empty backfield there. Did not work. The offensive line got quickly brought up. Demikoff in the backfield, and Long can't do anything except fall to the ground.
It seemed like he had trouble with his center there. He wasn't looking when the snap was called. Almost went over his head. He was a little off step, and I think that might have contributed to that loss of yardage there.
Yeah, great play by Demikoff, and just great play by the defense altogether. Long had nowhere to throw, and, you know, Wayne Hills' defensive line just overpowered the O-line, and the punt is off, and Zakarski signals the fair catch, and Wayne Hills will take over with about a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Give credit to the defense on that last drive. They were put in poor field position, and they were able to force a loss of 10 yards net, bring up a 4th and 20, and getting a punt, preventing a score.
It seems like Wolf is in the huddle.
Wolf and Fitzsimmons are both in the huddle. I believe they're going to go with Fitzsimmons here, and they will. So Wayne Hills will take over at about the 24. Fitzsimmons in the shotgun. I believe that's Rappaport lined up next to him. That is Rappaport. It's a fake to Van Hook. Great block from St. Paul, but it wasn't enough. But it's still, nonetheless, a good game for Wayne Hills.
So on the previous possession, on the first possession of the game, they used Fitzsimmons and Rappaport. Then they switched to the duo of Wolf and Zaharski. Now Rappaport's back in the game with Fitzsimmons. We'll see if they keep these pairs going for the entire game, or they mix it up there.
Scrambling. He has St. Paul, but it's too short. It's intercepted by number 8. That is Justin Perini, and the pass was just too short. He had St. Paul downfield.
Yeah,
Yes.
He really had his man there. He was down the field. Looked like he almost had a repeat of the first drive with that huge touchdown, but it ended up being intercepted because the throw was too short. It's just unfortunate, really.
Yeah, St. Paul with an incredible stop-and-go route. He was wide open. Unfortunately, Fitzsimmons unable to complete the pass, and they give it right back to West Essex.
Yeah, so West Essex is going to take over with, again, great field position with about 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Patriots defense ain't not able to get much rest here as they're back on the field after just 2 plays after getting the stop.
So Long and Lazito in the backfield. Long, the handoff. Oh, no, he faked it, and he's going to be wrapped up by number 56. That is Evan Tybel.
Yeah, Long's had a few designed runs early in this one. They haven't really let him get in the backfield and try to throw, and when they did try to do it on the previous drive, the offensive line got blown up, and he got sacked for a huge loss. Perhaps that's the reason for their hesitance.
Yeah, so that's going to be it for the first quarter, as West Essex is just going to run the clock down. And now that the first quarter is over, let's talk about what we saw. Brandon, what did you see from, both sides of the ball in that first quarter?
I mean, obviously the huge play to Zaharski in the beginning set the tone, but after that, a bit of a stalemate. Neither team's getting many first downs. I think West Essex is Michael Lazito, and how Wayne Hills is going to defend him will be huge in this one.
Owen, what did you see from both sides of the ball in the first quarter?
I'm seeing a lot of running plays or even passes to the running back, utilizing their running backs greatly, and also bouncing off that to use play action to trick up the defense. It's really smart play calling by both sides there.
Yeah, so Wayne Hills with a fantastic first possession to start the game with about a 55-yard touchdown pass from Zakarski, and then they have made 2 crucial mistakes with the blocked punt and the interception. the block punt, Wayne Hill's defense was able to stop West Essex and force a punt of their own, but, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what the defense can do now. I have to imagine they're tired. It's now Long sending Lazito in motion. Long is going to keep it himself, and he is going to break up field, and he has a huge gain, and that is going to be a gain of around 20 for Jake Long, the quarterback.
It really seemed like the defense there had trouble wrapping up those tackles, fully taking them down. There were multiple opportunities, but just some missed tackles there, and a good run by the QB for West Essex.
Yeah, I mean, Long has certainly shown himself to be a multi-level QB in this one. He's been running all over the place.
Yeah, but he has, you know, he hasn't really shown his arm downfield yet. And we'll see. He sends Lazito in motion again, and it's the same play, but Wayne Hills anticipates, and he is wrapped up by the defensive line.
They definitely didn't want to fall for the same mistake twice. They knew they were going with that play. They were ready for it, and it was a great play by Wayne Hills.
Yeah, West Essex not showing a ton of creativity in their playbook. A lot of QB design runs and a lot of runs to Lorenzen.
Jake Long in the backfield. Lazito lined up next to him. They look to their sideline. Long, quick fire, and that is going to be a gain of around 7 from number 5, Mason Holmes.
Yeah, that was a good play by Holmes. Short pass, able to get some yardage, but Wayne Hills does bring up third down.
So third and about 3 or 2. And Wayne Hills trying to make a crucial stop here. Lazito lined up, anticipating the ball, but he's not going to get it. Long's going to take it himself, and Long's going to get a lot more. Long into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for West Essex. Jake Long, about a 25-yard touchdown rush for Jake Long.
Yeah, Jake Long, I mean, what a run. Barreling into the end zone. Absolutely no answer for Wayne Hills for that one. They've had a very interesting duo to stop between Long and Lorenzen. Well, they have to watch both running ability. So we'll see how they go to try to tackle that later in this game.
And Warrington will attempt the extra point here. And it is good for Warrington. And it is a tied game here early in the second quarter.
So we've seen a lot of momentum shifts here. Start of the game, obviously Wayne Hills had the big momentum there. Then it started kind of shifting over, kind of stale in the middle. And then with that touchdown, let's see if West Essex can grab some momentum.
I'm curious to see who Wayne Hills will bring it at QB and running back. Fitzsimmons throwing the interception on the previous drive. Let's see if they give it back to Wolf.
Yeah, so Wayne Hills will now receive the kickoff after the West Essex touchdown. Back to receive is David Van Hook and Carter Jones, along with Sikorsky. And Wayne Hills is going to take over on offense. The kickoff is up, and it is into the end zone. Van Hook will take it. He won't take it out of the end zone. And it's going to be Wayne Hills' ball from the 20-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether Wayne Hills goes with Fitzsimmons or Wolf after, you know, Fitzsimmons. Listen, Fitzsimmons is a great quarterback. You know, he is, and they are not going to go with Fitzsimmons. But like I was saying, Fitzsimmons is a great quarterback. You know, watching him develop from a sophomore to a senior now, you know, he's made some mistakes, but he is still a great quarterback at the end of the day. but Wolf will take over with Evan Rappaport lined up next to him. Wolf drops back to pass. He's going to fire, and that is Braden Verrey, and he's going to make a great catch and cuts up field for about a gain of 15.
Yeah, caught Verrey on a slant route, a tad underthrown, but he's able to make the catch nonetheless, get a gain of about 15 and get the first down for the Patriots.
Yeah, it's good to see Wayne Hill starting to utilize Wolf's arm. Wolf hands it off to Rappaport, and he's going to be bottled up after a gain of around 2 or 3.
The run game really has been utilized a lot here, but I'm not sure if it's really been working. I'm really hoping to see another long play like they did at the start of the game.
So 2nd and 7 for the Wayne Hills offense. You know, since that that first possession touchdown for Wayne Hills, West Essex defense looks like an entirely new team. Wolf drops back to pass, looking, he's under pressure, and he makes a great pass to David Van Hook as he was being wrapped up by the ankles. That was a great pass by James Wolf.
I don't know how he got that off personally. He was pulled by the legs, falling, and he threw it directly to his receiver. That was a great pass.
Yeah, Wolf showing off that on-the-run movement, able to extend the play and make the completion to Van Hook.
So Wayne Hills offense is cruising a little bit here. They are at the 47-yard line after 2 consecutive first downs. Wolf hands it off to Zakarski, and he's going to get a gain of about 5 or 6. And Wayne Hills is now in enemy territory as they are at the 49. Wolf lined up in the backfield. Zakarski lined up next to him. Wolf drops back to pass. Nowhere to go. He fires it downfield. He's got Braden Verrey, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line. What a throw and catch from James Wolf to Braden Verrey.
Yeah, Braden Verrey just lost him there. Able to run a go route, get opening traffic, and Wolf delivers a dime right on the money, setting up Hills in prime position with 1st and goal from the 3.
Wayne Hills is 1st and goal. We're going no huddle here. Wolf in the backfield. Zakarski lined up next to him. Wolf hands it off. Zakarski is... There's a scuffle at the goal line, and I believe he's in. He's in. But yet, the refs are not signaling. That is a touchdown, though. Yes, that is a touchdown. Ethan Zakarski with about the 3 or 4-yard run.
Yeah, the offensive line of Hills there with some great pushing to get him into the end zone right there. Put Hills back up by 6.
And Hills is going to kick the extra point, even though it doesn't look like they will. But they will, trust me. And Matt May, a little bit of a knuckleball on his first extra point, but he is a very capable kicker. I see his highlights on Instagram. And, yep, that is a lot more like Matt May. That is a great kick. So a great possession on offense for Wayne Hills there. Really utilizing you know, they were in a rough spot, you know. They throw the interception, you know, right before the end of the first quarter, and, you know, that's not where you want to be. You were up 7, and then West Essex just responds. They make it, and they tie the game. and Wayne Hills comes right back. James Wolf looking a lot more calm and poised in the pocket and just delivers a great pass to Braden Veray and sets up a great touchdown drive for Wayne Hills.
The O-line there helping him on the running touchdown. They were pushing him in. I mean, that's just great teamwork there. Great communication and great job by the Wayne Hills offense.
Coach Demikoff has an interesting decision to make on their next offensive drive. Both Fitzsimmons and Wolf has led good drives. Fitzsimmons throwing the pick. However, we'll see if they continue the swap back and forth and go with Fitzsimmons, or they'll keep feeding the hot hand and go with Wolf. Either way, they're looking for another drive like that, especially with the play of 2 catches by Veray on that previous drive. Those are his first 2 of the game. He's hopefully heating up for the Patriots.
And Wayne Hills will kick off as West Essex will take over on offense. Matt May is going to kick it off. It is going to be taken back by West Essex. He is going to be firing upfield, and he's gone. No, he's not.
Come on, Sully, hit him!
He makes a great move, and he's going to be brought down after a huge kickoff for West Essex. That was a terrible special team set for Wayne Hills.
Anthony Drago, I mean, an unbelievable return, making everyone miss on that play. I mean, you can't ask for a much better return if you're West Essex, and that sets them up in prime field position. The Wayne Hills defense has a tough job ahead of them.
There was a big hole on that kickoff. He read that perfectly, saw the hole, ran through. Impressive play by their returner.
Yeah, special teams breakdown for the Patriots.
Anthony Drago, what a name, and what a kickoff return for him. And Wayne Hills will have a tough defensive position for them now, as Jake Long will take over for the West Essex offense. Long with Lazito lined up next to him. Long, not the handoff. He's going to fire, and it's just overthrown to his receiver, Justin Perini.
Yeah, Van Hook there, able to stop the pass. Great coverage. That was one of Long's only throws downfield of the game. We'll see if he continues to sling the rock, or they'll go back to the running action.
I mean, yeah, even though it was great coverage by Van Hook, Perini did have a step on him, and it could have been a possible touchdown for Essex. Here's Long, looking to the sideline. Number 19, Sean George, is looking to come off the edge. He's been looking for a big play all night. He's been disrupting some plays, and Long is going to QB sneak it. And he's going to bring it up the middle, and that's going to bring up a third down for West Essex.
Yeah, Jake Long has been as good as another running back for them. Lorenzen taking a lot of runs early, but lately it's been the Jake Long show. Third down here. Let's see what they do, especially with the short distance to go.
Yeah, it's third and about 5 or 4. It's 3rd and 4. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Dare I say it's a run play. Signals coming from the West Essex sideline. Long, the snap, hands it off to Lazito, and Lazito's gonna, I believe he's just short. That's a 4th down. That is a 4th down, and it's gonna be 4th and about 2 or 1.
Interesting decision right here for the Knights. And they look like they're keeping their offense on the field.
4th and 1. Long. Long the sneak.
Yeah!
And he's going to be bottled up, but no, he's going to break through. And he broke through. That's some powerful legs, and that's going to be a 1st down and goal for West Essex.
It's definitely hard to contain a player to 1 yard. Can't really blame the defense. It happens.
And on these last 2 drives, the Patriots have no answer for the running ability of Jake Long.
Long sends Drago in motion, but he's going to take it himself. And Good defense from Hills off the line. It's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 for Jake Long. Second and goal coming up for West Essex. So about 4.5 minutes here to go in the second quarter. Long in the shotgun. Rosito lined up next to him. And he's going to pass, and that is a touchdown for West Essex. That was number 44.
Touchdown, Knight.
That was number 44 for West Essex.
To
Frank Ivoroni with the touchdown, and that is going to be one of Long's few passes of the night, but it ends up with a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots defense looked prepared for a run there, and can't really blame them considering how much they've run the ball in this game, but the pass was wide open for the score.
They got it, and it's a tie ball game. Oh, man. Our rosters just blew away. Yeah, so that big play, that big drive really for West Essex really all stemmed from the kickoff. You know, Wayne Hills' defense for the most part had done their job. They kept them to a 4th and 1. West Essex probably wouldn't have gone for it if they were in their own end. They probably would have punted that away, but they took the risk because they were in enemy territory. So, you know, just crucial mistakes for Wayne Hills is just costing them this game. For the most part, they've been playing fantastic.
Both teams having some very strong offensive possessions, but also there have been periods where they dry up. It seems to come in waves. One team scores, another responds, and then they go a long time without scoring. We'll see if Wayne Hills can put some more points on the board right here.
So here's Van Hook back to receive. And the Knights will send it back off to the Patriots. And that is into the end zone. And Wayne Hills will take over at the 20-yard line with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Now, Wayne Hills will have to kick off to the Knights to start the second half. So just keep that in mind. Wayne Hills is going to score here. They are not looking to wind down this first half. They are looking for a score here before the end of the first half to avoid West Essex taking control at the start of the second half.
Yeah, they have plenty of time here. 4 minutes and 16 seconds. As here comes Fitzsimmons right here.
Yeah, Fitzsimmons and Zakarski are going to return to the field. Van Hook in motion. Fitzsimmons is going to fire to Van Hook, and he's going to be brought out of bounds after a gain of about 8.
Yeah, the dual QB method for Wayne Hills definitely complicates West Essex plans. Fitzsimmons went much more of a pocket passer, while Wolf can extend the play and move out of the pocket. So if you're West Essex, you got to be prepared to defend both quarterbacks.
The 27-yard line.
So 4 minutes to go in the first half. 2nd and 3. Fitzsimmons in the backfield. Zakarski, he is not going to hand it off. Instead, he fires. But that looked like it was in the hands of Chase Canning.
Yeah, Isaac Gaddis with a big hit if Canning was to held on to that. So Canning may be lucky he did.
Dangerous ball there, definitely, on that throw.
Wayne Hills, 3rd and 3 now. They really do not want to give the ball back to West Essex before the end of the first half as Fitzsimmons drops back to pass. He has plenty of time. Instead, he's going to fire one, and that looked like a possible pass interference. Looked like Zakarski was being almost boxed out by Ben Sigriliano.
Yeah, Fitzsimmons throws one under duress into double coverage right there. Maybe lucky to get that one back and it wasn't picked off. But the offense stalls out immediately.
So Wayne Hills is going to punt it away. And it's another short punt. Might have been tipped, but the pressure just gets to Van Hook again.
Blocking on the punts. Not as much known, but it's a big aspect. You can't let them get tips like that.
Yeah, Jordan Laley with 2 punt blocks / tips in this one. And right now, the Patriots special team is hurting them. This is the 4th drive the Knights have started in plus territory. 2 of them were from block punts. 1 of them was from the special teams return. So if they can't clean up their special teams, it might hurt Hills in the long run.
Yeah, some small mistakes for Wayne Hills are turning into big mistakes now, as West Essex is in great territory with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half, and West Essex will actually receive the second half kickoff. So Wayne Hills needs a crucial stop here. Long, alone in the backfield. He's going to take it himself again, but he is bottled up, and I believe that's a gain of about nothing.
Definitely seen some playbook changes here by Wayne Hills with all this quarterback scrambling. Definitely have occurred.
I take that back. He actually got a 4-yard gain there, so not a bad play for the Knights. But Long, again, alone in the backfield. And he's going to drop back, but no, he's going to take it himself. Oh, no, he's going to throw it. And that is number 5, Mason Holmes, making a great play, bouncing out to the outside and utilizing the sideline. And I believe it's going to set up another 1st and goal for the Knights.
Yeah, the defense might have thought he was going to run it there, but Mason Holmes was wide open on that play. He ends up throwing it on the run and making a completion to get the ball within 10 yards of the end zone.
Yeah, great trickery.
Long in the backfield, Lazito lined up next to him. West Essex sideline signaling to Long. Long. On the doorstep. Can they punch it in? And Essex is going to have to use a timeout. It looks like there was some miscommunication at the line.
Seen a lot of miscommunication so far. Quarterback looking to the sideline for West Essex a lot of the time so far. So, I mean, that timeout was bound to happen. They definitely need to fix that.
I believe that is West Essex. That's how they play football. They love to go no huddle. They love to line up and then look to their sideline to see what play to run. And then they call audibles at the line, and that's really just how, Wayne Hills can't really anticipate an offense because Long's just a dual quarterback. He likes to take it himself. I mean, he hasn't made many passes downfield, but the ones he's made have paid off.
I've actually thought the Patriots defense has played quite well with this one, especially even containing Jake Long to an extent. However, they've started so many drives with West Essex already in plus territory. It's been hard to stop them from getting to the end zone.
Yes, I agree. And now, 1st and goal. Long is going to keep it himself again, and he is going to be bottled up. That is a great play by number 34, Colin Murray. That is a great play by 34, Colin Murray.
Yeah, that time Long had no blockers, stopped for a huge loss in the backfield of maybe 4 or 5.
So now it's going to be 2nd and goal at around the 10 or 11-yard line. A minute and 45 seconds to go here in the first half. The clock is still running. Long, shotgun. Fakes the flea flicker, and he's going to be bottled up again. Jake Long, nowhere to go. Wayne Hills has his number.
Yeah, he might have been better pitching that off. I mean, he was under duress immediately. That's it at 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and goal. I really think West Essex would pass here, but, the way they have played this one is just, they just love to run it with Long, especially as he's alone in the backfield now.
I don't think they have a choice but to try force a pass play here, but they got to watch out for the scramble.
And Long is letting the clock run a little bit. I think he doesn't want to, give the ball up and then give Wayne Hills some time, as West Essex is going to use a timeout with 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, if Hills gets the ball back here, they're not going to have much time. They might just run it and go into halftime. But the defense now, 3rd and goal. This is a major turning point in this one. If they can get the stop, they can stay within reach. If they allow a touchdown, West Essex gets the ball again to begin the second half. They could be down by 2 scores the next time Patriots possess the ball.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think the Wayne Hills, they need a huge stop, like you said, to go down, possibly 28 to 14. That's a steep hill to climb.
Yeah, the score can change pretty quickly. Right now it's 14-14, but with them receiving the ball at halftime, it could very easily become a hill that Wayne Hills would have to climb, which you do not want to see for Hills.
So West Essex offense will take the field. Jake Long, Lazito lined up next to him. Wayne Hills, Long drops back to pass, and it's blocked! It's blocked by number 66. What a play. That is Muhammad Nofal. What a play by Wayne Hills. That was huge, and now they potentially could only hold Essex to a field goal.
Yeah, West Essex has had some great run blocking today, but their pass blocking has been, frankly, abysmal. I mean, it seems Long is under duress whenever he tries to throw it.
So I think that's Cole Fiore to kick the field goal. And the field goal's up, and it's good. So it's going to be 17-14, Knights in the lead, but that could have been a lot worse for Wayne Hills.
I know a field goal is still points, but a field goal is definitely a lot better than a touchdown there. So a great block to let them, get the 3 points. It's much better than 7. It's a better outcome for them.
Yeah, considering the Knights started at the 25-yard line, not a bad showing at all by the Patriots defense right there.
So Wayne Hills will get the ball with virtually no time to go in the first half. I doubt they're going to do anything with the ball except just watch the clock run out.
They do have all 3 timeouts. If they want to take a deep shot, they can. But they can't want to risk a turnover, especially with West Essex getting the ball. They can, if that can happen, they can get down by 3 scores next time they get it.
So here is Van Hook back to receive the kick. He hasn't returned many. And it looks like he actually will return this one. And he's going to run upfield. Doesn't have a lot to go. Not a lot of room to work, but gets past the 25-yard line. So 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Wayne Hills still has all of their timeouts, so it's interesting to see what they'll do here. I really doubt they're going to try to, make any moves downfield here.
Yeah, they might just hand it off to Zaharsky or Rappaport, see what he can do. If not, take it to halftime. Only down by 3.
So Wolf in at QB and Zakarski in at running back. St. Paul and Van Hook lined up next to each other on the outside. And Wolf dropped back to pass, and he finds Van Hook, and he's out of bounds. Gain of around 7. 24 seconds now to go in the first half.
They can't be afraid to complete stuff within the numbers. They have all 3 timeouts. What matters more is getting stuff as quick as possible and getting yardage on each play. They don't have a lot of time to go for short passes.
Yeah, that's a great point. They should not be focusing on, only hitting balls to the sideline. I think looking for anything in the middle of the field would be acceptable. Wolf in the shotgun. Wolf drops back. Wolf is going to take a pass, and Van Hook is going to actually get his feet inside, and that is a great catch by David Van Hook.
Yeah, Van Hook with the toe tap right there. And now they're almost to the 50-yard line. 19 seconds to go now in the half.
Wayne Hills still with all their timeouts, 19 seconds to go at the 44-yard line. Matt May does have a great leg. I mean, they would still have to move the ball, 20, 25 more yards, but letting him kick a 40-yarder, I don't think would be too bad. Wolf under pressure. He's going to scramble, and he's going to make a great pass to the sideline, and that's Veray, who steps out of bounds after the completion. Oh, excuse me, that was an incomplete pass, actually. I don't think Veray got his feet down.
Yeah, they're probably going to try to throw something deeper here. They still got 25, 30 euros to get into field goal range. They need to sling it and see what they can get.
Keep in mind, they still have all 3 timeouts, I believe. So they could 100% go for something deep. If it fails, take your timeout and go for something more conservative to try to get that field goal.
So here is Wolf and Zakarski. 12 seconds to go. Wayne Hills all their timeouts. Wolf dropping back, under pressure again. Sidestepping, and he's just going to throw it away. So 4 seconds to go. So it's either all or nothing here, and I think Wayne Hills is just going to let the first half clock run out.
We'll see if they try Hail Mary or if they just take a knee.
Yeah, I believe they'll take a knee and just let it go out, but they... Yeah, so Wayne Hills actually is going to take a timeout.
Most likely looking over their plays here, trying to find a way to get that ball into the end zone, communicating with their players, see what they're looking at, see what they're confident in, and, aim for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, 2 deep passes today, one to Zaharski, one for Ray. They're hoping for one more out of their bag of tricks, send it into halftime with the lead.
If Wayne Hills is going to take a shot downfield here, they're going to go with Wolf, though. So here's Wolf, alone in the backfield, so it definitely is going to be a deep ball.
Yeah, West Essex is actually playing pretty close here.
So Wolf under pressure again, and he's not going to escape, but he's going to throw it to Zakarski for something. He's going to break inside. But he got a lot there, but it may have been all for nothing, as that's going to be it for the first half. Just kind of an up and down first half for Wayne Hills. Brandon, what did you see in that first half?
Well, I think the Hills offense was characterized by the deep ball. I mean, they've gotten 2 obviously great deep passes, as previously mentioned, one by Zaharski, one by Veray. But other than that, they failed to move the ball, failed to get first downs. On defense, meanwhile, Jake Long has been the story of the West Essex offense. He's been running all over the place for West Essex, and Hills is struggling to contain him. What do you think, Owen?
I've been really looking at Zakarski this game. He, I believe, has both the touchdowns today. That's a pretty impressive job. I mean, he's on track for 4 touchdowns, which would tie Van Hook with his last week performance.
Yeah, so that's going to be it for the first half, and Wayne Hills TV will see you back for the second half of action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Wayne Hills varsity cheerleading squad.
are back for the second half of action. Wayne Hills trailing by 3, and they will be kicking off to West Essex to start the second half. So, Brandon, what do you want to see in this second half?
I mean, I think Wayne Hills desperately needs to improve their special teams. That's been the biggest killer in the game, more than their offense, more than their defense. If they can fix that up, it's going to be a lot easier to win this game. If not, they're going to have a very hard time.
Owen, what do you want to see in this second half?
I think for both teams, I want to see some more passing, trying to look deep. I feel like there are some, as we've seen, there are people open deep, so I definitely want to see some deep passes here.
Yeah, the quarterbacks for both teams definitely have the arms and the accuracy to throw it deep. But is it the willingness to, as Wayne Hills is going to boot it away to start this second half. Matt May is going to kick off here as the Knights are back to return. And May is going to send it off, and we are underway in the second half. And Essex is forced to take it, and much improved from their special team errors in the first half.
Yeah, Zaharski actually coming in to make that tackle. He's showing up on offense now. He makes that tackle right there and pins West Essex deep in their territory.
Yeah, so here is Wayne Hills on defense now. Their defense has, for the most part, looked very, very good in this game, even though the score says otherwise. Just some other errors have led to bad field position, but for the most part, Wayne Hills' defense has looked great in this game.
The West Essex offense has kind of become uncreative recently, mainly just giving QB runs to Jake Long, but they haven't needed anything else. Hills have been unable to stop him.
Long back, but he's going to keep it himself, and Wayne Hills is going to bottle him up for about no gain or a gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, another designed run with Long, but this time Hills early, stepping quickly to the ball and able to stop him for a gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, 2nd and 10, so it was a gain of 0. And Jake Long in the shotgun, looking to the sideline. Lazito in the backfield with Long. Sends Lazito in motion. Long's going to keep it himself again, and he is hit hard. Yeah, he is hit hard and bottled up again, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 or 5.
3rd and medium for West Essex. Let's see if they just run it with Long again or they try something else.
Here's Long and Lazito in the backfield. Most likely another designed run for either of them. Here's Drago in motion. They're going to give it to him. And he's going to get the first down. He's going to get the first down, but a great tackle made by Luke Bacchioni.
Yeah, we haven't seen Drago a whole lot in this one, but when he has, he's made some good plays for West Essex. Let's see if they try to get the ball to him more in the second half.
So a new set of downs for West Essex, and it's Long again in the shotgun. Little under center play for either team, but that's just how high school football is. Long. The pitch. Lazito is going to make a great spin move, and he's upfield, and he possibly got that first down.
Yeah, after a busy first quarter, Levito's went quiet in the second quarter, but now coming out of halftime, he makes an impressive play, making defenders miss left and right.
Yeah, so they're actually going to call that 2nd and 2 now. Essex here at the 40-yard line. Long keeps it himself again. He's up the middle, and he has got some wheels on him. He just flew right through the middle of the field and now goes from the 40-yard line in their own territory to the 40-yard line in enemy territory.
Jake Long, I mean, an impressive dual threat QB, and he has got Wayne Hills falling all over their own side of the field in this game.
And so Long is back in the shotgun here. Long, the pitch to Lazito, and he's gonna break a tackle and turn that into positive yards there. Looks to be about 2nd and 5.
If you want to look deeper into the defensive scheme, you can see the quarterback spy starting to lurk the quarterback ready for that scramble that often emerges on this West Essex offense.
So here's a 2nd and 4 coming up for the Knights. This Wayne Hill side is buzzing. It's Lazito again on the pitch. And he is bottled up. I believe that's no gain or a gain of 1. And that is a great job by Wayne Hills getting to Lazito. Not letting him break free, because we have seen him do that a lot this game.
3rd and long for West Essex. I mean, they could give it to Long or Zara again, but maybe they'll go with the pass.
I doubt they're going to pass, but my hopes are still high as Long keeps it himself, and he's going to break up field, breaks another tackle, and another. And he is going to break another tackle, and he is actually inside, I believe, the 10-yard line now, and it's 1st and goal for the Knights. I mean, what turned into a 3rd and medium for the Knights has just turned into disaster for Wayne Hills Patriots.
Yeah, Jake Long, I mean, the Patriots have no answer for him.
So Hills, their backs against the wall here, trying to avoid it becoming a 2-score game here. Long keeps himself again, and he's just going to power his way into the end zone, and that's another touchdown for Jake Long.
Yeah, just Hills defense. I mean, they need to find a way to stop Jake Long if they want to win this game. Jake Long has had his way with the Patriots defense.
I think they might be setting in some middle linebackers on his zone coverage here to try to stop him, but I mean, nothing has been working to stop Long today.
I mean, for the most part, the Patriots seem to know what play is coming. Yeah, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, Long's ability to just break tackles on that possession just proved lethal for Wayne Hills, as the extra point is good, and it's a 10-point deficit for the Patriots. But it is still manageable. Wayne Hills still has an entire, or basically an entire half to make up for past mistakes.
We'll see if they go with Fitzsimmons or they go with Wolf right here. Both QBs have had their good moments and their not so good moments in this one. It was Wolf that played the last few snaps of that first half, in which the Patriots offense ran out of time at about midfield. So we'll see if they continue the cycle and go with Fitzsimmons, or feed the hand with Wolf, who threw the touchdown just a few drives ago.
Yeah, so Wayne Hills will receive the kickoff, and they will try to climb this 10-point hill that they have dug themselves and that Jake Long has dug for them. I'll tell you this, Wayne Hill's spirits are definitely not crushed, as the kick is up, and it's a little bit of a knuckleball, and that's going to be a flag, and Wayne Hills is going to have pretty good field position picking up at the 40-yard line.
I mean, Wayne Hills catches a huge break right here. Now they have to take advantage of it, as it looks like James Wolf is going in for the offense.
Yeah, they're going with Wolf. He did make that great pass that put Wayne Hills in scoring position for their 2nd touchdown. And he did make that kind of broken play pitch to Zakarski at the end of the half, but it's not going to be Wolf. It's actually Fitzsimmons, the seasoned senior, with Rappaport at his side. Here's Fitzsimmons. He's going to keep it himself. That's to Canning. And Chase Canning is just about going to get a first down.
Yeah, that was a good slant route by Canning right there. Able to make the completion and get down for a short gain.
And David Van Hook is limping a little bit. As he's going to take a seat. I hope it's nothing too bad.
He's had a few good catches, but he's been relatively quiet today, especially compared to his performance in Colorado.
Yeah, but he has made some great catches today that have really helped him out, as Carter Jones is going to check in for him. And here is Fitzsimmons handing it off to, I believe, Rappaport, who is going to get the first down, and there's a flag thrown as Rappaport lost his helmet.
Most likely an unnecessary roughness or something along that lines there.
Oh no, and Rappaport is limping as well. He looks like he got banged up a little bit on that play.
Yeah, definitely something wrong there. You don't like to see that at all.
It looks like he was mouthing to Demikoff, "I'm fine." Might have been a bang knee. Let's hope it's only that. As Zakarski is going to come in and Fitzsimmons is going to run back onto the field. So two crucial players for Wayne Hills are going to take a seat here.
Yeah, face mask called right there on West Essex. That's another huge break for Hills as they advance it over midfield.
So Wayne Hills with great field position now. 6.5 minutes here to go in the third. Wayne Hills at midfield. Excuse me, they're actually at the 40. They're not at midfield. They're at the 40 in enemy territory as Fitzsimmons and Zakarski are in the backfield. Jones and St. Paul line up on the outside. Fitzsimmons looking deep. Oh, and he just lost track of the ball.
Throw is a little...
Foray lost track of the ball. He had him, but it looked like it was thrown to his backside. And we now have an injured player for Essex here.
Yeah, Van Hook looks ready to check back in on the right side for Hills. Rappaport's walking, but he's limping a slight bit, and is now...
Number 11 for West Essex. His knee, definitely something not good. He's still down.
That is Michael Corbo. He's getting up, but he's limping a little bit.
He signals that he is okay.
Yeah, he might have just banged his knee or gotten a Charlie horse or a cramp. But now he's walking a little bit more normally, so he seems to be fine.
God hope he's okay. On that last play, Fitzsimmons did have an impressive pump fake, but throw it a little over and a little to the left. Varay also lost track of it. If they can get that look again, I don't think they're going to miss.
Yeah, they will not. As it's 2nd and 10, but Wayne Hills was still with great field position here. St. Paul, Van Hook lined up next to each other. Ray on the outside. Zakarski next to Fitzsimmons. Here's Fitzsimmons. Passes to Van Hook. And Van Hook is he's gonna shoot upfield. Van Hook is into the end zone for a touchdown. What a huge play by David Van Hook.
He shook off that injury pretty quickly, Michael. Able to get and make a huge play. Scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Wayne Hills is back in this one. Now it's a one-possession game, pending the extra point.
Balance on display there. He had his toes to the sideline, but he managed to stay inbounds. A great play by Van Hook.
Yeah, what a play. And now they will kick the extra point to make this a one-possession game. So May back to kick, and he is going to send that up, and it is more than good. 24-21, 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, just when things started to slip away for Wayne Hills, they have a huge strike by Van Hook to get them right back in this one.
Yeah, and that was just a great, just well put together drive for Wayne Hills. Just almost no errors, no mistakes. You know, the missed pass on Veray, and they made up for it with Van Hook. That was just a fantastic job by Wayne Hills.
Van Hook checked out earlier that drive, looking a little bit banged up, but he seems to be fine after that. I mean, no limping, nothing. He ran straight to the end zone, full speed ahead.
So Wayne Hills is going to give West Essex back the ball with still plenty of time left in the game. This game is far from over. So Wayne Hills special teams has looking shaky in the first half. Let's see how this kickoff looks for them as May sends it away. And Essex is going to take it out. He has a little bit of a hole, but it's a great play made by the special teams as he's bottled up just in front of the 20-yard line. Hopefully Wayne Hills has an answer for Jake Long as the West Essex Knights will take the field.
I mean, Jake Long has just been impressive in this one. His running ability on full display. He's hardly even thrown the ball, and yet he's arguably the most dominant player on this field.
Yeah, he might have thrown the ball 3 times, one for a touchdown pass. I mean, he looks fine throwing, but he looks a whole lot better running it. Here is Long. Lazito lined up next to him. He sends Lazito in motion. And of course he's gonna keep it himself. And he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Much improved from past attempts where he has scrambled. Oh, it seems like never mind, he is up. But on past attempts of a scramble, the Wayne Hills defense has struggled. So that was a much needed improvement there.
All right, so here is Long, and that's a flag. They think Wayne Hills jumped.
Yeah, I think Sean George jumped offside right there. Number 19 for Hills.
It should, if this penalty goes through, lead to a 2nd and 4.
So now it's 2nd and 4. And he passes it, and he's going to get the first down. That was Long completing to number 23. That is Anthony Conforti.
Yeah, Long actually throwing it on this one, but still just a short screen pass.
Yeah, but it's enough for the first down as Long is lined up in the backfield with Lazito. Here's Long. Hands it off to Lazito. And Lazito is driven back. And he has nowhere to go. Great play made by Braden Veray.
I wonder if it's going to be a look of line where he was, or did he gain enough momentum after to have it at the line that he was tackled?
So 2nd and 8 coming up. No penalties, Hills. Come on. Long Hands it off to Lozito again. And he's bottled up again. He's going nowhere. He's driven back. West Essex is going nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, you can better believe that Jake Long is probably going to be in action on this one. Empty backfield right here.
Big 3rd down.
Three minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Long alone in the backfield. A pass play coming. Long's going to keep it himself, but he escapes. Long passes it, and he's wide open. He's storming downfield, and he's breaking tackles. That's number 5. Mason Holmes was left unaccounted for and picks up a huge gain in enemy territory for the Knights.
So what happened right there, Jake Long got out of the pocket. He looked under duress, but in order to contain him, the Patriots defense had to catch a guy. So they sent a guy to blitz, but that left Mason Holmes wide open.
Man down. Not good there at all.
And there is a player down for the Knights. Hard to make out who it is. Maybe just a cramp. Looks very sudden.
You hope that's not an Achilles or an ACL or something. Definitely not. He remains on the ground here.
Yeah, you hate to see an injured player on the field, no matter who you're supporting. It's just devastating to see an injured player, no matter what side of the ball they're on.
He sits up.
And that's Jake Long, actually, who was down, and he's going to make his way off the field.
This changes everything for the West Essex offense. Jake Long, for all intents and purposes, has been their offense today. We'll see what look they come out with here.
So West Essex is looking with a new quarterback here. Hard to make out who it is at quarterback. Fires, and it's incomplete. That is number 25, Joseph Satino, in at quarterback. But Long's coming back.
What a dog.
We'll see if he can still run it like he could. He took a lot of big hits in this one.
Yeah, he has taken a lot of big hits. I believe it may have just been a cramp or a Charlie horse that he got. But he seems to be fine. So Lozito's going to come off the field.
Walking a tad gingerly.
So now here's Long, back in the game. Hands it off. And he is bottled up. Colin Murray makes a great tackle for no gain.
Long is still limping. Shaking out his leg. Looks like his right leg he's tending to favorably, although he's also shaking out his left.
Yeah, his legs look a little tight, taking those big hits and then going to halftime, It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for Essex. 3rd and 11. Huge down for the Wayne Hills defense. Long in the backfield. Sends a motion. He's dropping back. He's looking. Demikoff unblocked. Demikoff is unblocked. And Long is going to have to throw it down. Incomplete pass. 4th and 11.
A long field goal here if they try it. We'll see what they decide to do.
So, yeah, it would be a long field goal if they decided to kick it. So they're just going to leave their offense on the field and tackle this 4th and 11 head on. Long alone in the backfield. It's a pass play.
Long does not look capable of running the ball right now.
Crucial play for Hills. A minute to go in the third.
Quarterback having trouble communicating with the sideline.
Yeah, Long looks a little confused. Here's Long in the shotgun. And that is an offside on West Essex, and that's going to bring him 5 yards back and make this a 4th and 16.
Making it much harder for them. Definitely don't want to give up a penalty like that, especially on a 4th down in a crucial moment like this.
The last thing Hills wants to do is give up a first down. It's very obvious to say, but this is a must stop for them. Like, you cannot give up a first down any means here.
They haven't thrown it much, but when they have, Mason Holmes has been the guy. If I'm Hills, I'm looking very carefully at him on this play.
And here is, he's gonna fire. He's got nobody, incomplete. And Wayne Hills will take over on offense.
Big turnover on downs. Hopefully this will be a momentum shifter for Wayne Hills.
Yes, this will be a huge momentum shifter. Still a one-possession game with a minute to go here in the third quarter.
So the question is always, Fitzsimmons or Wolf. Owen, who do you think they should put in this scenario?
They've both made some mistakes, but they have both also played very good. It seems like, believe that is Wolf.
Yes, that is James Wolf, and Zakarski is on his left. Here's Wolf now. Hand off to Zakarski. Zakarski's gonna break up field. Gets tripped up, but not after getting a good amount of yardage. I think that's a gain of 6 or 7.
Update on Rappaport. He's still seeming a little banged up on the sideline. I'm not sure if he'll get it in for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Rappaport is still getting his legs stretched out.
Zaharski's been able to carry the load and more, though. So Wayne Hills in the running back who still has a good running back in Zaharski.
So here's Hills. Here's Hills. St. Paul, and no, it's actually going to be Zakarski. He is going to be just short of the first down. So third and about 3 coming up. And I think they're just going to let this clock run out here in the third quarter. And they will. So a huge third quarter for Wayne Hills, almost perfectly played. You know, Brandon, what did you see in that third quarter from Wayne Hills on both sides of the ball?
Well, on offense, I saw a great drive by Fitzsimmons, able to lead them down the field, and Van Hook with a clutch play, especially immediately after the injury. On defense, they still struggled at times, like allowing that touchdown earlier in the quarter. However, without Jake Long at 100%, West Essex is severely handicapped. They got to come up with something else if they want to win this game, if Long is this injured as he appears to be.
Owen, what did you see from Wayne Hills on both sides of the ball in that third quarter?
Well, I have seen a lot of improved areas of play here. Obviously, on the final drive there, great defense to lead to that 4th down turnover on downs. But also, there have been a lot of injuries for both sides. And it is kind of concerning to see, obviously, the length of those injuries and if they can get back in for this game.
Yeah, so Wayne Hills played a much better third quarter. Dare I say it was their best quarter of the game. And now they are down 3 as we start the fourth quarter. And Wolf is still in. He's going to fire to Veray, and that's a first down, and Wayne Hills will move the chains.
Diving catch by Veray.
Veray taking a second to get up. Veray's down.
Veray is down. And this is not what you want to see if you're Wayne Hills.
Yeah, Veray making a couple of good plays in this one. None bigger than that 40-yard catch early in the first half to set up prime field position for the Zaharski 2-yard rushing touchdown.
Another star player from Wayne Hills down. You do not want to see this. Seems more attention is coming to him.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes for both teams has been ravaged with injuries.
Yeah, Veray seems to be sitting up though, so hopefully it's not too bad. And he doesn't seem to be in a lot of pain from the way I can see it.
Yeah, he might just be a little banged up here. Hopefully he'll be okay.
So fresh set of downs for Wayne Hills here to start the fourth. And Wolf will take the field back with Zakarski. Canning in at receiver. Van Hook also in at receiver.
Veray severely limping off, needing help from both of his.
Yeah, he is actually severely limping off. I don't think he'll make a return to this one. Hands it off to Zakarski. Bounces off. And Zakarski turns nothing into something. And that's going to be another gain of about 6 or 7.
This sophomore is impressive. I mean, his ability to run, to shift, to get out of the way of defenders and to get up the field quickly is impressive.
Yeah, so Wayne Hills, second 3. Here is Hills now. Van Hook and St. Paul lined up next to each other. Wolf back to pass. He's looking deep for Van Hook. He's got him. Van Hook is going to be into the end zone, and Wayne Hills takes the lead early in the fourth quarter.
Van Hook on the post route. Got him wide open. 60-yard touchdown for a second touchdown in the last 2 drives.
One-on-one, he's too fast. You cannot guard David Van Hook one-on-one. He will burn you every time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the injury's hurting him too much.
Van Hook just asserting his dominance, looking like the #1 receiver on this Wayne Hills team. He has been impressive for the past 2 weeks.
And Wayne Hills will kick this extra point to make it a 4-point game. Matt May. The kick is up, and it is good. And it is a 4-point Wayne Hills lead with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of football left to be played, but Wayne Hills is now in the driver's seat.
That 4th down turnover in the late third quarter seemed to be a great way for Wayne Hills to gain momentum. They were backed up pretty badly, 24-14 before, but they have recovered, and a pretty decent comeback by Wayne Hills.
Now West Essex will take the field again, and we'll see if Jake Long has got any running ability back.
Yeah, so like you said, West Essex is severely handicapped now. We'll see if Long's legs are any better, and we'll see if the Knights running back, Michael Wazito, is going to be taking the field again, as he appeared to limp off at the end of the third. The last thing Wayne Hills wants to do here is give up another special teams error, whether, it's a kickoff and they get another 80-yard return, or, it's a punt and it's another block punt. So if you're Wayne Hills, their special teams has to be perfect in this fourth quarter if they want to come out of here with a W.
Wayne Hills hoping to get in their stop just like last time.
So here's May, here to kick it off. And May boots it away. That rhymes. And that is into the end zone. And it is going to be 1st and 20. And West Essex is going to take the field. We'll see if Long looks any better, and we'll see if Lazito is going to be back in the backfield with him, or if Lazito's going to have to take another seat. So Long appeared to jog out there perfectly fine. But we'll see if they utilize his run game because passing last time for Long looked like a struggle. You know, he hasn't made many great passes, and it is Lazito lined up to his left. Long takes it himself. He is bottled up again. Gain of about 2.
It was hard to tell from here, but oh no, Long's down. Long is
He
down.
looks like he is in agonizing pain. He is rolling over. His legs do not look good.
Yeah, I don't know if he should have tested that injury. He was limping pretty hard, and
Yeah,
now he's
he appears to be in excruciating pain. He cannot stay still. This is horrible.
Oh my. I don't think they should have tested their star player with that injury. You know, he had been really carrying this offense, to be honest. Really just being an outstanding player. You don't want to see him having the ability to get injured like he just has. You kind of want to, you know, play it safe with your good players.
especially in the second game of the season. If he tends to his injury now, even if he doesn't have full effectiveness this game, he can come back and win some games for them later in the season. Now, everything's in question, although it's obviously too soon to understand the severity. But it doesn't look good.
Yeah, so, you know, it's tough to say whether he will sit out the rest of the game. He does look like he's in a lot of pain, but he will definitely take a seat for probably the rest of this drive. And when they put in Joseph Schettino in at quarterback, he looked a little cold off the bench. You know, we'll see if, he can shake off the rust a little bit coming in now.
Yeah, the only pass Schettino threw was low and completely missed the wide open target.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I doubt he has the legs like Long, but we'll see what he can do.
He is sitting upright. It seems to be attempting to get up. Big limp. But he is up.
He's up and he's limping off the field. I doubt he will come back this drive, and possibly unlikely for the rest of the game.
I mean, Long came. I thought that last drive too, but Long made a return. We'll see what they can do with Schettino under center. But they got to start throwing the ball a little bit. They still got plenty of time, but it is the fourth quarter, so you got to keep an eye on that clock.
And it's a run play, and it's actually a fake to a pass. And that's broken up, and they call a flag on Van Hook.
Pass interference likely
Yeah, that
on
was
Van Hook.
Despite the protest of the Hill supporters, that was pretty clearly pass interference. Hook all over him. An impressive trick play, though. Handed the ball to him, and then he threw it without even a flea flicker.
A wonderful play action by the backup quarterback. He looked a little cold to start out last time he came in, but this time maybe he's got some juice.
I don't think that was Schettino throwing the ball. I think it was a handoff, perchance, and then it looks like whoever the running back was made that pass. Or maybe it was a fake run and a play action. It's hard to tell from our angle, but nonetheless, it's still a pass interference and a fresh set of downs for West Essex.
They might have just gotten away with holding or illegal contact because they only got 5 or 10 yards from that one.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a pass interference. Only about a holding. So here is Schettino. Hands it off again. Oh no, it's another pass play. And he has got, that is number 8, Joseph Bersinski. That is the first time we have called his name all night, and he makes a huge play for West Essex.
Long missed a target in the end zone for him earlier, but this time Schettino does not miss him, and he gets him open. But what an impressive tackle by Zaharski, able to chase him down and prevent what was almost certainly a touchdown otherwise.
Yeah, so a huge play for West Essex. Now in enemy territory, and still plenty of time in this fourth quarter. 10 minutes to go. Schettino throwing the ball a lot better than Jake Long. Here's Schettino, the flea flicker. He breaks upfield, and that appears to be
Yeah, I believe that is a first down there.
That is a first down. No, that's it. It's still going to be second down. 2nd and 1, it appears.
Yeah, on that throw earlier, Shatino's throw looked a little wobbly. It didn't look like a perfect spiral, a little off the mark, but he hit his receiver where he needed him. That was great decision making, even if it wasn't the perfect for him.
Yeah, so here's Shatino now. And I think he took it himself and gets the first down. West Essex loves the QB sneaks.
Seems like Shatino got some legs on him too.
So 1st and 10 from about the 12 or 13-yard line for Essex. They're in prime scoring position now with 9 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter. Shatino, another flea flicker. It's Lazito, and Lazito is bottled up. And probably a gain of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, with Jake Long, Lazito didn't get much action, but Lazito has had some impressive plays in this game. As a player is down
And
for
we have
Hills.
another injury here.
Appears to be a Wayne Hills player on the ground.
It is a Wayne Hills player. Can't quite make out who the number is, though. So that may be Colin Murray down right now.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors that it is Colin Murray.
So Colin Murray is down. He has made some great tackles in the backfield for either losses or no gain. He has been all over the ball, and he's going to get up and walk off the field. Actually, a little bit of a jog. So he looks all right.
It was Murray.
Yeah, if they lose him, he looks like he's okay, but if they lose him, that would be a huge loss for Hills. While he may have not any plays that were particularly long or flashy, he has a steady presence on the defensive side of the ball for Hills.
Yeah, so here is Hills. 2nd and 7. Essex inside the 10-yard line. Wayne Hills has got a hold for a field goal, but I doubt Essex would take one here. Is that Jake Long back? And that's Jake Long back in the game. He's going to spin up field. Jake Long makes his return into the game.
Yeah, Long looked good, done for good on that last play, but he is back, and he is limping hard, even harder than he previously was.
I'm surprised they were willing to go with a QB run with his leg injury. A gutsy call there.
So here's Long, 3rd and 4. Huge play for Hills coming up.
Give a lot of credit to the West Essex offensive line. They've had some great blocking for Long in this play. Their run blocking has been highly effective. It's their pass blocking where they've struggled.
So here's Long. Takes himself, cuts upfield, and he's into the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day.
Battling through injury. I mean, a couple minutes before he was in excruciating pain on the ground, but he somehow comes back in and scores a touchdown.
So Long has contributed on every Essex touchdown tonight. Whether he has 1 passing and 3 rushing. And now Essex is looking to make this a 3-point deficit.
And this game's turning into a shootout, Michael. It might be whichever team has the ball last wins.
It may be. And still with, and the extra point is good, but still with about 8 minutes left to go. Wayne Hills has plenty of time to move the ball downfield.
Now keep in mind, if Wayne Hills was able to force the field goal, it would have been a 1-point lead for Wayne Hills if it was made, obviously. So, you know, the touchdown was definitely not what they wanted at all. If they were able to force that field goal, would have been much better for them. But Long comes in, makes his presence known immediately with a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple plays at Hills where they completely shot themselves in the foot. The first one was that big holding call. The second one was with a big pass given up. And, I mean, the injury to Cullen more certainly didn't help things. Meanwhile, David Van Hook looks to be out there.
So, West Essex is going to kick off. Van Hook back to receive. It's into the end zone. He will not take it back. And Hills will have it at the 20-yard line. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. I think Hills will go with Fitzsimmons here at quarterback.
I mean, both quarterbacks have actually played very, very well today. Fitzsimmons did throw a pick, but other than that, very good play from both. And great play using the deep ball, looking deep, pump fakes from both guys. And Fitzsimmons is more of a pocket guy, but when he's had to escape, he has not disappointed.
Yeah, so Fitzsimmons in at quarterback. Van Hook coming in motion. Zakarski lined up in the backfield with Fitzsimmons. Here's Zakarski now. He cuts upfield. He's got a first down. And he's taken out of bounds.
You love to see the patience by Zakarski. He could have very well gone full speed, but he would have lost yards. He slowed down, watched his blockers, and was able to gain that few yards to push his first down gain even further.
Yeah, Zaharski with an impressive play right there. If you're West Essex, you are keeping a very close eye on David Van Hook right now, who has completely turned up in these last few minutes.
Yeah, the second half has been huge for Van Hook. Fitzsimmons, it's another run play for Zakarski, who breaks upfield and gets a gain of 7, or maybe 6.
Rappaport is standing in uniform. We'll see if they decide to put him in.
He likely will not make a return, but you would love to see a return. Just got to be careful with a player like him. You know, you want to have him for the rest of the year, obviously. You can't necessarily risk him having a greater injury.
So here's Wayne Hills. Fitzsimmons, it's another handoff to Zakarski. He gets the first down and a little more.
Yeah, Wayne Hills keeps feeding the hot hand. Zaharski getting 5 or 6 yards every time. An excellent yard per carry.
And once again, obviously, the patience and eyes there on that run were just impressive.
And the handoff to Zakarski is driven backward for a gain of about nothing. It was a quick play there, almost no huddle there.
This time stopped by Ryan McInerney and Jordan Lato. 1 yard on the
And Rappaport checks back in.
second down and 9 coming up at the 45.
Fitzsimmons in the backfield. Rappaport lined up to his right. Fitzsimmons back to pass. He's going to throw it, and that is number 17. That is Kyle DiArgenio making the grab and making it now 3rd and manageable for Wayne Hills.
QB looking through his progressions there. I believe he was first looking at Rappaport on a wheel route in the background, but he ended up giving it to the receiver over on a slant.
Huge third down right here.
Here's Fitzsimmons, the handoff to Rappaport. Rappaport breaks up field. He's got some room. Rappaport with the legs on him. He's getting a first down and a lot more. And he's finally taken out of bounds after gaining the first down. A great run by Evan Rappaport.
Yeah, Rappaport looked great right there. I mean, he went to the right, and then he saw an opening to the left, able to skirt the sideline, skirt around the defenders, and take the best possible path to gain as much yards as possible.
And a great use of his stiff arm there to shove the defender off him and gain a few extra yards.
5:15 left to go in the fourth quarter.
So 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And so we're down to a 31-28.
Wayne Hills is in enemy territory. They are taking their time relatively on this drive. It's been about a 3-minute, 2.5-minute drive for them so far. Zakarski back in the game after the Rappaport run. Fitzsimmons, the handoff to Zakarski, bounces, breaks some tackles, but is wrapped up and probably wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe able to get back to the line if that. I don't believe Patriots have thrown it at all on this possession yet. They haven't needed to with Zaharski and Rappaport carrying the load. We'll see if they change things up as we tick under 5 minutes to go in this one.
So here's Hills now. Van Hook in motion. Here's Fitzsimmons now. Hands it off to Zakarski. Zakarski gets a big gain there and turns it again into third and manageable.
Third down right here. Not quite in field goal range, so probably 4-down territory.
I don't know, that is field goal range from Matt May, but you do not want to risk it here.
At the night's 28-yard line. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Knights looking to make a stand on 3rd and 2 at the 28.
So here's Fitzsimmons. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to get just short.
I don't think he got it.
And he got it. Fitzsimmons took it himself.
Barely.
First time this game and barely picks up the first down.
Yeah, Fitzsimmons is no Jake Long, but he is able to pull out the wheels out of his back pocket and barely get the first down for Hills.
Jake Long, I like that. But Wayne Hills is using a lot of time on this drive. As we are just past the 3.5-minute mark. This has been a long drive for Hills, and I think they're going to continue to try to make this a long drive.
From the Patriots, I don't want to give the ball back to West Essex, especially with this field position.
All right, so here is Fitzsimmons. Rappaport lined up on his right, and Hills is going to use a timeout as the play clock is running down, and 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. I think they're intentionally wasting time to, not give West Essex an opportunity to get back in this game.
Yeah, no point in rushing now. They are already in more than plus territory, approaching the red zone. If they can score here, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for West Essex to march all the way down the field. The more time they waste, obviously, the harder it will be. So they can run down this clock as much as possible. Even if they run out of time, they're still approaching, if not already in field goal range. They can kick a field goal and send it to overtime. Wayne Hills has West Essex exactly where they want them. West Essex defense has to start playing more aggressive, maybe trying to force a turnover if they want to stay in this one.
They are trying to chew clock, but you do have to wonder if there's still too much time on the clock for West Essex to get a drive, even if they do score and have an answer.
So here's Wayne Hills taking the field again. Fitzsimmons and Zakarski in the backfield. Canning, Van Hook, and St. Paul all in at the receiver position. Here's Fitzsimmons, the handoff to Zakarski, and he's going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to take more time off the clock for Wayne Hills as we are approaching the 2-minute mark.
Celentano and Muldrow in on the stop for the Knights. 1 yard on the carry, 2nd down and 9.
I wonder if they are going to try for a touchdown or send a field goal for overtime.
Yeah, so, obviously Wayne Hills is trying for the touchdown here, but, they want to make this a more manageable field goal for May, even though this is well within his range. Fitzsimmons back to pass. to Sikorsky. He's got him! Touchdown, Sikorsky! His second of the day. And Wayne Hills is in the driver's seat with 2 minutes to go.
Zaharsky on a wheel route, lost his defender, ran right around the defense, right around the corner, and Wayne Hills takes the lead with 2:17 remaining in this one. What a play.
That is exactly what they needed. With an extra point here, it gives them a 4-point advantage, which is exactly what they want. If West Essex gets a field goal here, it will be still a Wayne Hills lead.
Ethan Sikorsky, have yourself a day. That's his second touchdown. Third touchdown, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ethan. I didn't mean to shortchange you like that. But now, Wayne Hills is in the lead, potentially by 4 now, forcing West Essex, and they are up by 4 with 2 minutes to go. West Essex has to score a touchdown, no matter what here.
2 minutes, 17 seconds. You have to know, teams like this, they do practice the 2-minute drill. West Essex is prepared and ready to attempt to fire back and get this lead back in their hands.
And Wayne Hills' defense has looked pretty good in the second half, despite letting up 2 touchdowns. But they've still looked pretty good because they've extended drives for Essex. They've made their lives a lot harder on these drives. So Essex trying to score in 2 minutes now, I think, is kind of a steep hill to climb for them.
This is the prototypical 2-minute drill, though. This is what coaches emphasize. This is what coaches practice and make a point of mastering. We'll see what West Essex has in their bag of tricks. Jake Long can definitely run, but that chews up a lot of clock.
All right, so May is getting ready to boot this one away. I did it again. I rhymed again.
This is the exact moment that Long should shine, hopefully for West Essex.
Boots it away, and it's going to be a touchback. So Essex will have possession at the 20-yard line with 2 minutes to go in the game. An 80-yard drive staring Essex in the face right now. 2 minutes to go, 80 yards. I have to say, the parents on the Waynes Hill side have been way louder than the student section. The student section today has been terrible.
Yeah, student section has been lacking, honestly.
Hopefully when we get back to Hills, we can get some more cheer and spirit from our students here.
Yeah, next week we need some improvements. Come on.
So here is Long, and I believe that is Lazio back in at the running back position. Long, the snap, Long, back to pass. Long, he's almost wrapped up, but he's still on his feet. Long, firing downfield. He's got a man, and that, they're saying incomplete, but the ref calls it a catch. Wayne Hills thought that was incomplete, but that is still nonetheless a catch by Joseph Brzezinski. A phenomenal catch, even if it was. That's catch with quotations.
That was an unbelievable play by Jake Long. Hills had him underdressed not once, not twice, but 3 times. He makes the throw on the run, crosses body. Unbelievable.
Long alone in the backfield. Long back to pass. Under pressure. Fires downfield. He's got a man. He's wide open. Whose man was that?
He was completely wide open, no man in sight. And even if he was covered, there was a man on the right or the left side of the field for them that was open as well.
That might have been Brzezinski again.
Justin Perini.
That was
Justin Perini making 2 impressive catches in a row as West Essex had the player down now.
Hills does have 1:37. Oh, is there a man down on the field for West Essex?
There is. Lots of injuries in the second half. But, oh, man, Wayne Hills has to get in field goal range, which, listen, Matt May has a great leg. He could hit one from 45, but it's still, a minute 37. Essex did it in 23 seconds, so I think Hills could get into field goal range in a minute 37.
Yeah, I think West Essex, they put up the example of a well-timed drive there, and Wayne Hills, they just have to kind of piggyback off that energy and get a well-timed, fast-moving drive.
I mean, Jake Long has not thrown the ball much in this game, but he just showed that he can sling it. He threw 2 cross-body 40-yard passes across the field.
Yeah, I did doubt his passing ability just because he was running all game, but those passes, I mean, they were wide open. Come on. But, they were still good passes, We're losing.
The man down for West Essex was Anthony Confardi.
Yeah, he's getting up, and he's going to limp off field. And the extra point will now be kicked for Essex.
Don't count out Wayne Hills.
A block here would be huge.
Yeah, that would put them in the chance to have a game-winning field goal, which Matt can hit many field goals.
And he's got it. It's a 3-point lead for Essex.
So now the question, Mike Fitzsimmons or James Wolfe?
I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter who they pick because both of them are capable. Both of them can score in big situations. I think they'll go with the seasoned senior in Fitzsimmons, but James Wolfe wouldn't be a bad second option if things go south early on this drive.
And you have to imagine they're looking out for 2 guys, David Van Hook and Ethan Zaharski.
Don't forget Jono St. Paul. He has been quiet today, but he is still fast. He still has some length. He can go up and grab some high passes. They have a really complete receiving core. So I think that's what's keeping them in this game right now, along with Zaharski and Rappaport.
They have some serious speed as well in those receivers and running backs. They can run at high speeds, and that could be what they need for a Hail Mary.
So in 40 seconds of game time, the script has completely flipped. Now it's Wayne Hills having to orchestrate a 2-minute drill. Only 2 timeouts for them, but they only have to get a field goal.
So Essex is going to kick it off, and Van Hook is back to receive, and he's going to take it out. Van Hook sprinting upfield. He's got some room. And Van Hook makes up for some yardage. He's going to be out at around the 28, so 8 more yards what he would have gotten if he took the touchback.
Yeah, wise decision by Van Hook to take that one out. He saw that he had good blocking. He saw the looks that he was confident in, and he was able to take that out and gain the extra 8 yards.
So they are actually going with James Wolfe here, which honestly, he's a great quarterback. I wouldn't have it any other way. Wolfe and Zaharski in the backfield. And Wolfe snaps back, and he finds Canning over the middle. And Canning's got a first down and a little bit more.
Yeah, Canning hasn't too many long plays, but when he's in there, he can get those short passes. He's been a consistent presence in the middle of the field for Hills today.
And not only does he have that short pass, he maybe not has displayed it in this game, but he has that long arm.
Wolfe back to pass. He's got Van Hook, and Van Hook's going to step out of bounds, possibly after getting the first down. This game is testing the limits of my voice. And the clock may have ran a little bit after Van Hook stepped out of bounds.
The student section is throwing flags, looking for something.
They should add 10 seconds back. That's unbelievable.
Parents
He
yelling.
was out of bounds. Come on,
A lot
refs.
of yelling.
Ref, do something.
Picking it 10 yards on the reception. First down and 10 coming up at the 48-yard line.
So here's Wolf and Zakarski in the backfield. St. Paul lined up on the right.
Teammates giving good luck to each other.
They are going to add time back on the clock. Thank you, refs.
Finally.
Here's Wolf to Zakarski. And Zakarski's going to be out of bounds after a gain of about 6. And only 6.
Yeah, he did not get 7 there.
Again along the right
He
side.
may not have. It may have only been 5.
Cross midfield, forced out of bounds to the 48-yard line.
Zaharski able to get out of bounds right there. That's a great play by him.
Oh, he actually got 4. Not 5, not 6, not 7. They move it up to a 5-yard gain.
Wolf is alone in the backfield. Van Hook in motion. Here's Wolf dropping back. He has a lot of time. Fires. He's got
my God,
Zakarski.
what a catch by-
What a catch by Ethan Zakarski.
Man down for West Essex. Zakarski landed on his head, it looked like. That is a
Zakarski
scary
was
play.
flipped on his back. He still managed to hold on to the ball. What a play by Ethan Zakarski.
And that'll stop the clock, but
I don't mean to take that catch away from Zakarski, but the man's got his helmet off. I don't know if he's okay.
yeah. You got to wonder, some sort of head injury. He landed pretty hard in his back right there.
So this does give Wayne Hill some time to talk and to think this over without having to use a timeout. There's 56 seconds to go. They're still, you know, pretty far out of field goal range, if I had to say, but May does have the leg to get it from 45.
It goes without saying, but if you're Wayne Hills, you don't want to leave it out to the kick. You want to get in the end zone with as little time as the clock as possible.
That is true, but 56 seconds, you know, it's not a lot of time, you know. If Wayne Hills can get at least 10 more yards here, I think that would be huge for them to put May in possible position to send us to overtime.
Parents are yelling at the student section currently.
So the player down was number 26, Isaac Gaddis, and he's still down.
We haven't said his name much, but I have noticed he has been making some crucial plays. You know, not really as noticeable, but he's playing his role, so that is a big loss for West Essex.
He's been down for a while now.
He has been down for a while. He might just be collecting his strength to try and walk off this field. I would really hate to see a player get carted off, but I think it's unlikely here.
Yeah, especially at this stage of the game.
He is up, and
He's walking off the field.
it doesn't seem to be a leg injury, no limp. So I am assuming that it was an upper body or head injury.
Yeah, you just hope it just wasn't a head injury.
56 seconds to go. Wolf and Zakarski in the backfield. St. Paul and Hook on the outside. Wolf back to pass. He's got Van Hook. He's going to get a gain of about 5.
Along the right side for Van Hook.
Repeatedly, Wolf has looked to the outside receiver running towards the sideline. It is helpful, honestly, to get that because it stops the clock when he runs out of bounds, and also it gets you that short yardage that is very helpful in this situation.
So Wayne Hills, 45 seconds to go. They're at the 34-yard line. This is in range of Matt May, but we don't want him to kick from 45. We want him to kick from 35 or 20. Wolf back to pass. He's got a man.
I think that's Canning.
First down. That is Canning for the first down.
The chains are moving, and it is a first down for Wayne Hills.
Canning has been a very underrated player in this game. He, hasn't made huge, 30-yard catches, but he's made catches on crucial third downs. And again, another crucial catch here to get the first down. 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They were inside the 30-yard line. They were in range for a field goal, but they want to put them to sleep. They are going for the TD, and Essex is going to take a timeout. So, Brandon, what do you think Wayne Hills' approach will be, coming into this final 40 seconds of play? Do you think there's going to be a lot of passing, or do you think they're going to take some shots to the end zone immediately?
I don't think it's smart to take shots to the end zone. The absolute worst, you're in field goal range. There's no need to risk a pass getting picked off. They can continue with what they've been doing, that being outside runs and short passes to the sideline. If they can do that, they can waste time and get close to the end zone. Once they get within, I'd say, the 15 or 10-yard line, they have 2 timeouts. That's when they can start playing, say, running plays, perhaps more passes, not necessarily on the sideline, but at this stage, you just can't risk a turnover. Owen?
Yeah, I honestly agree with the outside passing. It has obviously been working for them today, so I think they should probably continue that. And if they do get close enough, I also agree, try maybe a run or try something deeper.
I agree, and Wayne Hills will take the field. Wolf in the backfield with Sikorsky. Wolf backpedaling, lots of time. He takes a shot. That's pass interference.
The flag is thrown.
Was interfered with.
And 15-yard penalty.
And now Wayne Hills is in prime scoring position. First down, 30 seconds to go.
Is this the dagger?
Seconds to go. Wayne Hills in striking distance. They could take the game on this set of downs right here.
I wonder if they want to run the ball right here.
Wolf back to pass. Lots of time. Looking to the end zone for Canning. And it's a little bit overthrown. Not a lot of time taken off the clock. It's going to be 2nd and 10 with 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know about that play call, Michael. I mean, you got to throw deep into the end zone. A guy almost double covered, trying to run a fade route. That could have easily been picked off if it was underthrown.
I am really not a fan of that call there, but, I'm not a coach. So I'm going to trust, Coach Demikoff out there to make the right play here. Here's Wolf and Sikorsky. Van Hook in motion. Van Hook in the slot. Wolf looking for a pass. He's got no one to guard. He's going to run for it. Wolf gets some yards, and the clock is running.
They do get a timeout with 16 seconds remaining.
So Wayne Hills takes the timeout, 16 seconds to go. They have at least 2 more shots to the end zone. Obviously, they're not going to run it and risk, they're not close enough for a run play. But they have time for at least 2 more shots to the end zone here.
And they can get a first down without getting to the end zone. But the last thing, they've been moving the ball very well. The last thing you want to do is lose the game on a turnover on downs because you've taken too many deep shots to the end zone. They still have time and a timeout. They can run with pretty much whatever play they want on this next play. They can get to the end zone in 1 step, they can get there in 2 steps.
I am not the coach, but my suggestion here is a short pass, and then we look for the end zone after that play. Try to get out of bounds, save your 2 timeouts for when you need it the most.
So 18 seconds now. They add 2 seconds back onto the clock. And both teams will take the field. Wayne Hills at around the 6-yard line. Wolf back to pass. Wolf under pressure. Wolf fighting to the end zone. It's broken up. It's broken up. He had St. Paul, but it's broken up.
The team thinks it is a touchdown. Heartbreaking.
He had St. Paul, but it's broken up at the last second.
Pressure brings up 4th down and
That
5
takes up
at the
6
8-yard
seconds.
line.
So now,
What do you do?
4th down. They're sending in, they're short sending the field goal unit. But
Nope.
Wolf is running back onto the field.
4th down, 5 to go, 12 seconds, 2 timeouts.
Game in the balance here.
They could just try to get them to jump off
They
sides.
could. We'll see.
The whole game comes down to this.
Essex is taking a timeout to think things over in case they are actually going to go for it.
Their 3rd and final timeout.
You have the leg of Matt May. I feel like you got to take that kick.
It depends if you want to risk it in overtime. That's the risk you're willing to take. Because Jake Long, no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, you got to alert. Number 8, he is a beast.
So Matt May is going to come onto the field to attempt the field goal. I think you were right, Brandon. I think they were going to try and get them to jump off sides, but Essex is smarter than that. I think May is coming now to take the field goal.
Special teams has been a concern for Hills today.
This man is consistent. It should be a make for him.
So I believe Essex called a timeout before the kick. They're trying to ice him. They're trying to get in his head a little bit.
He made that first one.
He didn't make it, but because he has to make it for real.
Well, Matt May gets a warm-up kick, but now it's time for it again.
Time out of the field taken by the Knights.
Wayne Hills talking it over on the sideline. Likely going for the same play.
Yeah, no doubt. Just icing the kicker. Classic late game strategy.
Yeah, smart play by Essex to ice the kicker out, but this will be another attempt for Matt May.
So here comes Matt May taking the field. This Essex student section is loud.
Extremely loud.
May here to send it to overtime.
Potentially.
May, the kick is up.
It's good!
And the field goal attempt is good.
Tie game with 7 seconds to go. This game is pretty much going to overtime.
Yeah, you gotta imagine they just do a quick squib kick here. You cannot risk a big return if you're Hills.
This is the definition of an electric game. 38-38, 7 seconds remaining. This is a great game to watch.
This game is just a masterpiece. Both sides of the ball for both teams. Ups and downs for both teams.
They've had some trouble with the kickoff return.
Maybe. Oh, then I'm not going to get deleted.
7 seconds to go in this one, in the regulation.
It's gone.
I wonder if West Essex is going to go for it, give the defense a chance to maybe possibly get a touchdown from the defensive side, or if they're just going to knee it out and play it safe.
I doubt it. As Matt May comes to kick it off for possibly the last time in regulation.
2 possessions each on one side, then they re-flip it, but I don't think they go that long. High school.
They go till they win. There's a winner. I don't think there's ties. I don't know. Is there? I don't know if they go. There might be. We haven't had no one who control the seats.
Two returners for West Essex here.
Trying to take time off the clock. actually did a great job of jumping on that and taking a second off the clock. This is actually the best way this could have gone for Essex.
And they still got a timeout pocket too. If they can get a quick pass downfield into field goal and then get a timeout, they can get a field goal to win the game. But you also got to take away the deep pass.
1 second came off
On Justin
on the
Perini.
kickoff. So there are
He has
6
played
seconds
great these last few
remaining.
drives,
Has one
especially those
timeout
2
in the
clutch
clock.
catches on the
First
previous
down and
possession.
10 before West
Perini has
Essex
played
at their
great.
own
Mason
46-yard
Holmes
line.
has played great. You know, they have much like Wayne Hills, a very complete receiver corps that, when needed, when Long isn't running the ball, they are there to pick up the load.
Defense coming out and prevent formation.
It looks like they are going for the Hail Mary, though. I don't think they're going for anything. They're running the ball, actually.
Handed it off.
And that is regulation. So we are going to overtime here in West Essex.
I don't mind that play call from West Essex. You play it safe, but you can also have the opportunity of yardage, especially with the guy as effective as Lazito has been in this one. But now we're heading to overtime with the score knotted up at 38.
So I'm not familiar with high school overtime rules, but college overtime rules. So are they going to play it? How
They'll play it like college overtime. Basically, each team will get a chance to possess at the opponent's 25-yard line.
All right, so they are going to play this like college. So first score will not be the deciding factor in this game, but we'll see how this plays out. As Wayne Hill's first game back in New Jersey is going to overtime.
I don't remember. Passaic Valley, Greg Olson's here.
Whoever wins the coin toss, you got to imagine, will defer because they want to go second, so they know what they need to win the game.
Make sure to watch out for Van Hook on offense.
A reminder that teams must attempt a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. They are not permitted to kick an extra point.
Interesting. I did not know that. So that changes a lot.
Yeah, so a successful 2-point conversion could mean
What Valley
the whole game for either team to score it. They have to make sure they have a great play call for these 2-point conversions prepared.
Yeah, it's supposed to run until 7-7 in the second half. Sorry, 7-6. So both captains will meet at midfield and see.
Down here. We ain't pointed down here.
Are you sure? Yep. Yes. But down in this
So I
end zone?
believe Hills is on offense to start.
Right. So I'm not sure if they're going to go. They might go to the scoreboard.
So Hills will start on offense and see what they need to win this game.
Coming down here.
To me, it is probably better to start on defense so you know what to expect and what you are looking for to score. Starting out on offense, you do not know what West Essex is going to get. You do not know if they're going to get a field goal, touchdown. West Essex has that preparation, so they know what plays to call.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to wonder in these overtime programs, the Hills red zone defense has been one of the weakest parts of its game today. So they've got to turn something around if they want to come out here with a win.
That's true, and they're going to put Fitzsimmons in at QB to hopefully finish this one up.
Starting from the 25.
It's a handout to Zakarski. Zakarski is going to be brought out after, I think, about a 4-yard gain or a 5-yard
carry to the right side.
And it's going to bring up second
Greedy in
down
there to make the stop.
for
5 yards on the pickup. Second down and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Full speed on display there by Zakarski.
So here's Wayne Hills now. Fitzsimmons in the backfield with Zakarski. St. Paul and Van Hook side by side, but Van Hook in motion. And Fitzsimmons finds Van Hook for, I believe, what is a first down.
Big catch there. That was exactly what you want to get there. And once again, an outside look on the right side of the field. It seems to be the theme of the games in these late quarters is outside looks.
I mean, yeah, at the end of regulation, they were doing that to stop the clock without having to use timeouts. But in overtime, it doesn't really matter because with a high school playing with college rules, there is no time limit here. It's just whoever can score the most. Fitzsimmons back to pass. Fitzsimmons fires, finds Van Hook. Van Hook stays on his feet, but he's wrapped up.
Maybe got one or two right there.
Yeah, one or two.
Simmons again, complete over the middle to Van Hook.
So it's going to be second down at about
3 yards on the completion, second down and 7 coming up.
second down and 7.
Ball spotted at the 10-yard
In
line.
a shootout like this, a field goal might doom the Patriots. They need a touchdown.
Yeah, they really do. You do not want to have to kick a field goal and put the pressure on your defense to get a stop of a touchdown. But here's Fitzsimmons back to pass. He's got Canning for what may be a first down. No, it's a third down.
Pass complete on the right side to
So
Chase Canning.
third down and about 3 here for Wayne Hills.
Yeah, Canning has quietly had a very good game. He's gotten about 5 or 6 yards per reception. Always a solid option to slant or out route.
Pickup makes it
He
third
has
down
had
and 2.
a great game along with Van Hook.
Third down and 2 from the 5-yard line.
2 yards to go.
Watch St. Paul, one-on-one coverage on the outside, but no, it's Zakarski who's going to do it himself. His 4th touchdown in the game. He can't be stopped.
Yeah, Zaharski, 4 touchdowns in his first varsity game in Jersey. Unbelievable.
So May to put the finishing touches on the first possession of overtime.
The 2-point conversion, actually.
Actually, it is actually an extra point.
Oh, no, May is on the field.
And he's got it. And now West Essex must score a touchdown.
Then if they score, the question is, do they kick for the tie or go for the 2 and the win? But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. West Essex still has a drive ahead of them.
Ball in the end zone. Number 25. Needs a masterclass right now to stop this banged up Essex offense.
I'm all for aggressive plays. I think if they score this touchdown, I would tell them to go for 2.
Well,
Interesting call.
I mean, they've seemed very good at getting these short yardage plays. When you got a guy like Jake Long there, he hasn't been out on the field for a long time, but here he comes, ready to make an impact.
So here's Long. Long's going to take it himself. And Long's bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
Big ball with the carry up the middle.
Long is visibly angry about that run.
For the Patriots. Long picks up 2 yards. Second down and 8 coming up at the 23-yard line.
So Long, along with Lazito, here's Long. This Wayne Hills section is making a lot of noise. Long taking himself again. Stays on his feet, but he's wrapped up. Third down and about 6 is coming up.
It hit
Yeah,
Long's
he's
leg,
able to shake
wrapped
off
around
Evan
to that.
Tybiel, but he's quickly surrounded and tackled. And now it is 3rd and long for the West Essex Knights.
And Long's got a long way to go to score a touchdown. All right, Jake Long, what can you do?
Fans are
Long
livid.
back to pass. Takes it himself. Long's going to get the first down and a little more.
Uh-oh.
So Long initially back to pass, but sees a hole open up and takes advantage of it, getting the first down. And now they are in good position. They're at around the 14-yard line.
They have to score here.
They do have to score. Jake Long takes it himself again, bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sean George making the tackle behind the line.
Yeah, that was a great play by Sean George. He is a great edge rusher. You know, I've been waiting to see him get some sacks tonight. That'll do. That was a great play at the line. He has made so much disruption throughout the game. Let's see what this Wayne Hills defense can do on 2nd and 11. Long and Lazito in the backfield. Long back to pass. Long's wrapped up, but he gets it off. It's incomplete. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sean George with the pressure again. Impressive. But almost a greater throw by Long. He almost completed that. That was just out of the reach of Perini, though.
Yeah, Sean George is causing mayhem here on this possession. And Essex, I think, is going to use a timeout here. So a 3rd and long coming up for Essex.
Two downs to score remaining.
They can get the first down without getting the end zone, but there's not a whole lot of real estate.
Yeah, no, only about 3 yards separating the first down and the end zone.
Wayne Hills defense most likely going to come out with a contain for the quarterback. Obviously, they know Long likes to take off. So they're going to have to watch that.
Yeah, they do have to contain Long. I mean, I'd rather Long pass than use his legs. And here comes the defense. Jake Long in the backfield. Lazito on his right. Long uses it himself. There is a 4th down coming up.
No choice here. You got to go for it.
They have to go for it. So I think it's 4th and about 8. What can West Essex do?
4th and 6.
4th and 6 now. Long in the shotgun. Wayne Hills is making some noise. Long, he's got him. He's short. Wayne Hills wins. He's short. Wayne Hills wins the football game in overtime. And that is going to do it. Wayne Hills pulls off the win in overtime. And that is Wayne Hills TV signing off.
On the field, you guys play tough guy football today. I am so proud of you guys. You know what? Bring it in! Let's go! Hills on 3, 1, 2, go!